We are ready. Hey guys, welcome back. Or welcome. I'm bored in quarantine, obviously, so I decided to be productive and film a little video. Just because I know how bored everyone else can get in quarantine or how lonely it can be. Yesterday, my roommate and I started like a little Zoom call with some people just to get that like human contact and interaction that we've been lacking ever since we've been in quarantine. And it felt really good to talk to people. So today I posted like some stories so that people could swipe up and ask me questions, like anything, like literally anything at all, like whether it be school related or like not school related or anything. I don't know, I feel like people are lonely and sometimes like we can be too shy to like reach out to people that we wouldn't normally talk to, or to reach out to like our friends because we feel like we're bothering them. I know like that's how I feel sometimes, and I never realized how much of an extrovert I really was until this quarantine. Like I thought I was like pretty introverted. Like I thought like I didn't really talk to that many people. Until now, I've been like craving human contact so bad. Like I miss going to school. I really wish I wouldn't have skipped all those classes first semester. Yeah, that's essentially it. So I guess I'm gonna just get into the questions. So one of the questions is what are you doing like as soon as like the world opens or like the doors open to the outside? Honestly, I want to do so much like right now. I'm not saying that I'm gonna go crazy, but I might go crazy. Like, uy, mi café. I before quarantine started, I really wanted to get a tattoo. I got a piercing. Before quarantine started, I really wanted to get a tattoo, so that's something I really want to do when the doors open. I want to go back to LA because I am from Palm Springs, area 760. I want to go back to LA, see my roommate, and we gotta go apartment hunting because we're trying to find a place closer to our school, CSUDH. Represent, you know, Toro Nation. I want to go like see some friends because obviously like I miss them, and I want to go take some pictures, have a little photo shoot. I don't know, do something creative outside. Like you can do a lot of creative stuff inside, like don't get me wrong. I mean, like look at me, like I'm filming a video right now, and like you can like paint and draw and do other like really creative stuff, but there's something about going outdoors that I've missed like so much. So yeah, I don't know, I have a lot in mind for when we do go outside, or like when the doors do open to the world. Next question is, how long do you plan on doing the podcast? And honestly, oh well, in case you guys don't know, my roommate and I have a podcast through our school's radio station, KDHR. Shout out, appreciate y'all for the opportunity. And we talk about our experience as first year students. We talk about mental health, whatever's on our mind, you know, adjusting to like the new atmosphere, a new life, a new routine, like everything. We both moved out 2 weeks after graduation. In case y'all didn't see my video trying to fit summer into 1 week, because I literally left 2 weeks after I graduated. Like it was like that, and I wasn't even expecting it. Yeah, it was a very like spontaneous thing for me to do, but I would definitely recommend it for anybody. Like by the time that this is all, like if this is over before summer, which I really hope that it is, I would definitely recommend incoming first years to take the opportunity if your school gives it to you, just because you become so much more familiar with the campus and you build friendships. So by the time that the fall semester does roll around, you have people that you can talk to. So that's something that I enjoyed very much, and even though it was hard, I would not change a thing. Summer Bridge is great. So back to the question, how long do I plan on doing the podcast? Honestly, for as long as I can. Like if I'm there if we're both there like for the 4 years, and like as long as I'm there, like I think in the mind of MNL is gonna be a thing. It's doing good, it's doing well, and we have a good amount of support from people at our school. I don't know, that's something that I definitely want to keep continuing throughout my time at Dominguez. I enjoyed it very much, and I've met so many great people because of the podcast, and it's just, I think it's great. How's your quarantine going? My quarantine, honestly, like I said before, my quarantine's not going that bad, but like I said, I never realized how much of an extroverted person I was until I like was forced to stay indoors. Like I said, I really miss talking to different people and like being out and about, and like I miss the streets. I miss the streets. But like not in that way, like not at all in that way. I miss doing like fun stuff, like being able to wake up one day like randomly and tell my roommate, yo, let's go to downtown or something. Like that's what I miss. I miss being like spontaneous and going out, and I miss being at school and meeting new people. I miss school. I wouldn't have skipped all those classes. But my quarantine isn't going that bad at all. I mean, I'm spending time with my family, which is really great. I live in like a Mexican household, so you can never say that you're bored because they always like make you clean or something. So I really don't get bored because I know there's always something to do, you know. Even if I do get bored, I'll be like, why are you bored, dog? Like you got like so many things to do. You can work out, I don't know, like just learn to cook, read a book. Learn to cook, read a book. I don't know. Make yourself a coffee, not that TikTok coffee, but like actual coffee. I appreciate anybody who's working right now. I know my dad's still out there. He goes out there, he's like putting his life at risk, you know, he's working. Anyone who's working right now, shout out to you, because really, like, I don't know, like you're so brave. And to anyone who I forgot where I was going with it. Moral of the story, make your coffee at home. Starbucks workers work hard enough, and they're giving their life to make you coffee. So make your coffee at home. I mean, it's not that bad. If you're really addicted, you'd know how to make your coffee at home, and that's a tea. Next question. What struggles come with being part of a podcast and being a college student? Honestly, there aren't any struggles. Like, yeah, honestly, there aren't any struggles. There's really only any positives. I guess one of the struggles could be like getting organized, but even then, like my roommate and I have calendars like all around our house. So we try to be like as organized as we can, and you know, we have one specific calendar for M&L things, and we have another calendar for like our own schoolwork and stuff. So there's like 3 calendars at our house, plus we have our agendas. And especially with online schooling right now, I would definitely recommend getting an agenda, just because it helps to have it like written down and set, so that you're not like logging onto Blackboard all the time, like checking your assignments. But yeah, there really isn't any struggles that come with being a part of a podcast. I mean, like I said, I've had so much fun being a part of it, and I've met so many great people. What is your opinion on online classes? So my classes are all really dope as it is. I'm back. My little brother is right here.
Wow.
Say hi.
Hi.
Okay. I forgot what question I was on. Hold on. What is your opinion on online classes? Honestly, my classes are really dope as it is. I really enjoyed going. I really enjoyed going to school. Like second semester. First semester was really dope too. Don't get me wrong, but I enjoyed my classes more. I enjoyed my classes more second semester than I did first semester. So I'm kind of bummed out that the school did decide to go online for like the rest of the semester, but I understand that it's what needed to be done. That it's what needed to be done to like keep everyone safe, you know, like we're all struggling, we're all going through rough times. I know my friends, I have friends that are still in high school and they're seniors right now, so my heart goes out to all of you in class of 2020, whether you're fourth years in college or a senior in high school. You know, I know it's really tough to have given your all and worked so hard, and you know, you don't know where like your future stands, you know. So my heart does go out to all of you guys. I know you guys are going through a rough time. Remember, you guys, your feelings are valid. You have the right to be sad. We all do. We all had plans that we were looking forward to, so this happening is kind of a bummer, but we can only hope for the best and be optimistic and hope that this is all over soon. But back to the question about online classes, my professors are working very hard to make sure that we still get everything done that we needed to get done, and it is taking some adjustments, but you know, we're all working to get past it. We're all trying to get through it. Shout out to my professors too. You guys are really dope, and I understand that you guys are struggling just as much as we are. It's a little bit hard to focus for me, just because I get distracted very easily. But like I said, an agenda is very helpful. Set timers, set alarms, so that you don't forget what you need to do. I know it can be very hard to fall into slumps when you're indoors, and it's like, you know, your energy is just, you know, you can be like overwhelmed by just being alone. But remember, you can always call your friend, text a friend. You're not the only one that's feeling like this. Reach out to people. That's what I would recommend. What would you say is the hardest thing about college? Probably the independence. I mean, not that like it was difficult for me, just because my parents always gave me like the independence that I needed to grow and like learn things on my own. But I don't know, like there's nobody on you telling you, reminding you stuff, so it's just on you to remember and on you to be responsible. And I guess that's what like a lot of people have trouble with, just organizing themselves and adjusting themselves and getting used to like having so much responsibility. I guess that can be hard, but as I stated before, planners, timers, just reminders, it takes some getting used to, but once you get used to it and once you set a routine, I don't think it's that hard. How did you and your roommate meet? My roommate and I met over summer breaks. Like I stated before, my school did this thing where they let us take classes over the summer and we were allowed to dorm. She lived like 3 dorms away from me, but I didn't even meet her until like this water park day that they had. And after that, like we kind of started hanging out and we kind of just like clicked and vibed like really quick. The day that we had to move out, I was like extremely sad that like she was leaving for some reason, because we both didn't get dorming for the fall semester, so we were kind of stressed out looking for a place off campus, and we kept in touch and we ended up deciding like super last minute to move in together. And like I said, I had just met her, so like I had just met her, she had just met me, so we both didn't know what we were getting into. But literally the first day that we moved in, we started talking, we clicked, we figured out we were like almost the same person, and it just went from there. I've been like really lucky with my roommates. The roommates I had over the summer were also really dope. I still have all of them on social media and I still have so much love for all of them. I'll still talk to them every now and then. I got very lucky in like the roommate department. I really don't know like what my first year of college would have looked like without Lorraine. Like I don't know, she's one of the greatest people I've ever met. Do you miss high school? I think I did my time in high school. I think I made good memories. I think I enjoyed it as much as I could have. I was personally going through a lot while I was in high school, you know, like, I have a lot of mixed feelings about high school, but in the end, I appreciate every memory I made. I appreciate everybody that I met. I really do think I did my time. I think it was there, it was good, I had fun. There were the tough times, there were the good times, but I'm very comfortable where I'm at right now. So to be able to look back at both good and bad memories is kind of cool, because it's like, you know, yeah, like I miss the events and I miss the school spirit, because my school was so spirited. So I kind of miss that, just because at DH there's kind of like a lack of involvement, just because right now it's majority of a commuter school, but there are like dorms being built, so hopefully like that'll change that. I know my roommate and I are very involved, so that still hasn't changed for me. But like I said, I do miss like the events and stuff from high school. I miss, you know, like the fun memories and stuff. But it's also cool to look back at like my harder times, because then that reminds me like, yo, like if you got through this, like you can get through anything that life throws at you. Incoming freshmen, I would really recommend getting involved, networking. If you're not networking, you're not working, as my roommate's peer mentor would say. Just because like I know that's been very helpful for me. It's helpful to have like friendly faces on campus. It's helpful to be able to like talk to people. It's helpful to, I don't know, it gives you something to do. It gives you something to look forward to. It's really cool to like be walking by and you see someone familiar and they like give you a friendly little smile, you know, that'll just make your day. It gives me a little like boost of energy whenever I'm walking on campus and like I see somebody that I know and I'm like, yo, what's up? You know, like something like that. Just being open to friendships and bonds and stuff, because I really do believe it's true when they say that the people that you meet in college are your forever people, because everyone that I've met in college I feel like I can keep around. Or the camera cut off, I'm not sure where it cut off. I guess I'll find out when I'm editing. I really do think that the people that you meet in college are like people that you're able to keep around forever, just because college is so full of like different mindsets and it's so full of creative people and great people. You know, they're not there because they're forced by like the law to go. They're there because they want to do something with their lives and they want to learn. So it's really cool to like talk to them and like find out their different dreams. It's bonds that you build that you like feel it in your soul that like are gonna last for a very long time. I'm terrified to leave for school, but I'm excited at the same time. But not knowing what is gonna happen scares me. I'm also scared to leave my family. So like I said, I left for school 2 weeks after graduation. That was very soon. But personally, I think I was ready for the change. Like I said, although I enjoyed high school, I was kind of going through it. So I think the change in atmosphere, like, or not the change in atmosphere, but like the change of like, it was something that was good for me, to grow like and develop like as a person. I'm definitely not the same person that I was in high school, but I'm definitely not a completely different person either. Like I said, I think I've just evolved and like developed into like a more mature person. As for leaving my family, that was probably the hardest like thing about moving. I have 3 younger siblings. One of them is 12, another one is 8, and the other one is 6. 2 brothers, 1 little sister, and my little sister is very close to me. So explaining to her that I had to leave was the most difficult thing about leaving. My parents have always raised me to be very independent, so I didn't really struggle with that. But I struggled with like waking up and my siblings not being there, just because whenever I am home, like the first person that I will wake up to is my little sister, because she'll come in the morning and she'll give me a little hug. That was what was difficult for me, just because I'm very close to my siblings. I am the oldest of 4, and I kind of like helped raise them, and those kids are almost like my kids. Eventually they understood why I had to go, and that I'm there for school. That was hard, but you know, there's FaceTime. You can always have a phone call. Set a specific like time to call your parents. I think as college students, like a lot of us forget that they miss us too, and you know, like they want to know how we're doing. And even if it's just like a quick like 2-minute call, call your parents, let them know what you're up to, ask them how their day was. Yeah, just remember to give them a call. That's probably like the only like advice I could give you. And I know it's gonna be hard, and those feelings are definitely valid. I'm gonna end off with a kind of like a fun question, I guess, which is, what is the most spontaneous thing that you have done? Most spontaneous thing I've done in quarantine is buy a treadmill. My mom and I bought a treadmill just because we felt like we wanted to stay active while we were in quarantine. My dad was kind of like, why'd y'all buy a treadmill? And we were like, we have an addiction to online shopping. But in general, probably start a podcast. That was very spontaneous. We kind of just filled out an application, turned it in, same day we got an email, and we were like, whoa, like that's crazy. I don't know. When I am at school, I think a lot of the things that I do are very spontaneous, just because, like I said, like my roommate and I have a very similar energy, and we're down for anything, and that can be very alarming, I guess. But I mean, I said I was gonna get like a piercing in one day, and then bam, I got a piercing. Like, I don't know, that just, I really think life's about taking risks, so I'll take that risk. But yeah, on that note, thank you for tuning in and watching me be stupid and talk about stuff. I hope those things I said kind of made sense. I really don't know what I was doing. I kind of just got bored and decided to film a video. But yeah, let me know if you liked it. If you got any other questions, feel free to DM me, or I don't know, comment it. Let me know if this type of videos like are cool and dope, or we just sit and talk and debrief stuff. But yeah, that's all for today. And I don't know how to end this video. Bye.